You want the news? You can't handle the news. Let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
A Rhode Island woman who faked being a cancer-stricken Marine veteran and raked in over $250,000 is sentenced to 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to a scam. So, boy, she hit all the spots. Cancer, military. I guess you couldn't fake being a kid.
Yeah.
You can't be a kid in the military. But she almost hit all those that people want to do even individually.
Jeez.
A con artist who made over $250,000 worth of donations after lying about being cancer-stricken and in the Marine Corps has been sentenced to nearly 6 years in prison. Sarah Jane Kavanaugh claimed to have served in Iraq and Afghanistan 2016, and apparently she developed lung cancer due to her exposure to burn pits. She was so committed to her act, she wore medals that she had bought online, attended veterans events, and even asked peers at the gym to tie her shoelaces after she claimed that war-related injuries to her fingers left her unable to tie them herself.
What?
The Rhode Island native accepted more than $225,000 from the Wounded Warrior Project alone to pay for yoga classes, gym memberships, groceries, and physical therapy. On Tuesday, she was jailed for 6 years and ordered to repay all the money after pleading guilty to aggravated identity theft, forged military discharge certificates, fraudulent use of military medals, and 4 counts of wire fraud.
Wow.
Veterans groups welcome the sentencing as they accuse the 32-year-old of exploiting the, quote, kindness and respect shown to our nation's deserving veterans. Yeah, that and people with cancer.
How do you live with yourself?
Yeah,
Like,
how
no,
do you
I don't think that was an issue for her.
Gosh.
And I wonder if you're so committed to this that you actually start to feel it a little bit. You know, if you tell a lie for so long,
You start to believe it?
Yeah.
well, maybe not even believe it, but like outwardly, but like subconscious, like your fingers do start to hurt.
Sure.
You start to, because you're doing it all the time. But that's a bad person. That's a bad person. That's from the Daily Mail. 6 years seems light, I'll be honest with you. And you know she ain't paying that money back.
Yeah, how's she
I
going to pay it
know.
back?
Exactly. Because if she had the money, she'd have not done
wouldn't
all
have
that.
done that.
Yeah. Meta, who is the company that owns Facebook and Instagram, they are now rolling out the verified subscription. If you want to pay for it, you can get your own blue check mark. There you go. Starting today, basically. $12 a month. You can be famous.
Is it the blue check mark or the black one? I've seen a black one.
What's that black one?
Those
no.
who sign up get a verified badge, impersonation protection, and direct access to customer support. Well, I have a blue check mark, but I don't have access to customer support.
Have you tried?
Yeah.
That would be cool. Sometimes I need support on that app all the time. That is from CBS News. You know, I don't know the blue versus black. I see on Twitter there's a different sort of color check mark for businesses.
Oh, maybe that's what I've seen. Okay.
But I don't know. I would just think it's a blue check mark. But everybody here who complains. But you have one now, Eddie.
I got one now.
Lunchbox has one.
Yeah, I've been having one.
The problem with Eddie was that his name was just Eddie.
I just put my name as Eddie, no last name, so they couldn't verify that I was a real person.
That was the problem the whole time.
So dumb.
Oh, that's such a simple fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyga bought Avril Lavigne an $80,000 custom diamond chain from TMZ. Avril Lavigne, I saw her walking hood up, big chain on her neck. It said Avril, it's pretty cool. And then Tyga, who she's dating now, was walking with her, and it was like 80 grand. I just can't imagine buying somebody an 80 grand anything
Oh, my goodness.
unless you were rich and it was your wife.
And then it's out here in the news. Like, I'd be like, just kidding, it's fake. It's fake.
Well, there's security with them all times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I
if
guess
you're
never
wearing
mind.
something that big, there's no way you can hide. Like, if you get something, you're going to wear it.
Yeah, you can't not wear it. And you also know it's going to be famous and expensive and all the fancy things if Avril's wearing it. My mother-in-law always said, hey, rich people, they have the luxury of buying big fake things and people just believing it's real because they're rich. She's like, I don't know why rich people don't buy all kind of fake stuff.
That's funny.
She goes, you can buy something massive. If you're rich, you buy something massive that's completely fake. And we'll all just go, well, they're rich. Look at them. They
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a good point. So there you go. Lessons from the mother-in-law right there. Let's see. Avatar 3. It'll be 9 hours. They'll have a 9-hour cut.
Oh.
They literally will have a 9-hour cut of
Are you
Avatar 3.
serious?
Yes. Now, Avatar 2 is the one that just came out, though. A 9-hour cut of Avatar 3 will air as a series on Disney Plus after the theatrical version runs in theaters. So Mike D, who has Movie Mike's movie podcast, you're telling me that they made a 9-hour movie,
Yeah,
had to edit it down.
yeah.
In the theater, we're going to watch the 3-hour.
Like 3, maybe 3.5.
but you'll be able to watch all of the 9, even the cutout stuff, on Disney+.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good that way. They did that with the Justice League movie. They released a 4-hour cut, and I really liked it, better than the original movie.
Does it bother you, the stuff that you're not seeing in the theater is the stuff they didn't think was good enough to be in the theater?
Yeah, because you get a lot more of the story. It's better. It's like watching a full series.
So he's not bothered by it.
No, but he loves everything movie.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He loves everything
Give me
movie.
all the content.
And Avatar. He loves everything Avatar, too. Thank you, Mike. Mouth breathing is a serious issue. Experts say to stop breathing through your mouth and start taking air in through your nose.
Well, it's not that easy.
Do you know why?
No.
Why?
Mouth breathing can mess up your oxygen and carbon dioxide balance. It has been linked to sleep apnea at night. By breathing through your nose, you get cleaner air because your nose hair strips pull out allergens, pollutants.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't trim our nose hairs.
I was about
Maybe
to
we
say.
should let them hang all the way down just to live a healthier life.
This is like a filter.
The mouth does not have a filter system. That's right. The
Wow.
nose does. That's from Women's Health. Luke Combs and Nicole are expecting baby number 2. We saw that. He posted on Instagram yesterday, joining the 2 under 2 club, baby boy number 2 coming this September. So congratulations to them. Sharing a bed with pets may disrupt sleep. Yeah, no crap. My Dusty, my old dog, he slept in the bed with me. I don't know, once a week he'd just kick me right in the nads because he would like to get up and be right on my hip. And he'd have nightmares, just kick, boom, right in the nads. And I remember going, oh, and I'd wake up like this, oh, and I'd go right back to sleep. But I would just be startled, it would hurt, and I would just go right back to sleep. But yeah, if your bedtime routine includes, snuggling up with your Boston Terrier or
Cat.
your lab, yeah,
I sleep with my cat now, and it's awesome, but she wakes me up.
yeah. Cats, though, probably a little easier than dogs, don't you think? He's a little lighter.
Yeah,
Fluffier.
Yeah, like a pillow. Sometimes all of a sudden you're like, why is my pillow moving? And it's your cat. Like, let me out of here. We can't keep Stanley, our bulldog, anywhere near our room because he snores so loud it pierces walls. And people stay at our house, we have to put him in a whole different room on the far side of the house. Aside from the room he stays, like the living room that he stays in or the bedroom. He snores so loud. What are the most relaxing hobbies, they ask? Knitting is the most calming hobby.
Okay.
If your hobby is knitting, though, you need to be over 75. Or have an eye for art where you're like creating something. Because that doesn't seem like a hobby. That seems like something you do so you don't go and stab people.
I have really cool friends that do cross stitch.
I think we need to re-examine the word
Yeah. Really cool, too.
They are.
cool. Listen, from somebody not cool,
Yeah. I'm just saying I see them as cool, and I thought, man, if they can do it, I should try.
Fishing,
I
number
love
2.
it.
Blogging. That always got me in trouble. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't so much of,
Blogging.
I just like, here's my thoughts for the day. Put it on the internet, send. Oh, controversy. That's from DIYs.com. And finally, the most stressful careers. Number 1, surgeons.
Well, yeah.
I get that.
That's life or death.
That's exactly what they say. Every single day, life or death.
Oh.
Surgeons are like anybody else. You can have any job, and all of a sudden, it's just another day, right? You think when you're going into surgery, they've been studying all night. They're getting hyped about it. They're dialed in, and they probably are doing a job, but if they do it every day, it doesn't matter what you do every day.
Yeah.
You go and it starts to be a part of your life, your daily life. Like this show, I would imagine most people who have never been on radio or TV on a national scale would come in and be nervous. To us, it's just another day. We work hard at it, but some days are better than others, and it's, all right, well, work's over for the day.
You just blew my mind. That means like some days we come in here and like, oh man, I got a hangover. Some surgeons go in, they're like, oh, I got a hangover.
I didn't say that, but
100%.
you go to where you want to go in your own head.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
dang.
but 2 people that I want to be dialed in are surgeons
And me.
and pilots.
Yeah, but he just said they're normal people. Like,
I know they're normal, but I'd rather not know that.
And they have crap going on in their lives,
Yeah,
Right.
like we
I know.
do.
Yep.
oh
Pretend
man.
they don't.
I mean, my old roommate was a firefighter, and trust me, he'd go in
Oh,
hungover.
gosh.
Firefighters probably a little easier to be hungover than a surgeon, where things have to be super precise.
Yes, and you have to think the whole time.
Oh, but
And every day you're doing that. Firefighters, they have days. Sometimes they go on hungover, then
They barbecue.
yeah, and they go home and they go in and sleep, or there's times they get the woo call, and it's like, uh-oh.
Police officers are next. Firefighters, because there's never a minor house fire. Everybody's always frantic. Social workers, and then paramedics at number 5.
Wow.
That's from the U.S. World News and Report. That is your news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Morgan Wallen, Thought You Should Know, Bobby Bones Show. If you guys want to call us, you can. Questions or comments? 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY.
Show.
In the next segment, there's a TV show, and it's a science fiction type show. Massive right now. I won't tell you what the show is. You're like, well, that could never happen in real life, except this news story. It's kind of starting to happen in real life, and it ain't good.
Uh-oh.
So we'll get to that. Also, they're married. They win the lottery. Well, ain't married anymore. Wait till you hear this story. Like Lunchbox says, you never know who you're sleeping next to.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Have you heard what happened to this couple?
No.
Okay, we'll get to those and your calls next. So they're married. They win the lottery. Well, I say they. She won the lottery and didn't tell him. And then she ran off and married somebody else.
Oh, no. This is terrible.
That sucks. A 47-year-old scorned man recently hired a lawyer to help him, get some of that money. His wife of 20 years left him to marry another man after winning the lottery. The man claims the ex-wife, with who he has 3 daughters, took advantage of the fact he was working in order to support the family and broke it off with him over the phone without an explanation. Wait, don't you need like a legal, like a lawyer's, like a law explanation? So he returned home at the beginning of the month because he was working on the road. And he's like, hey, you can't do this. But she had already married someone else. But I don't understand. There's some legal stuff here. Yeah. He claims that he only learned about his wife's lottery win from his daughters, who told him she had won around $12 million.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh. So get this. Unfortunately, he does not have a marriage certificate because they were common law married in their mind.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So they weren't married.
But the lawyer insisted he is still entitled to half the lottery prize, as relatives and members of their respective families can confirm their long-term relationship. His ex-wife, on the other hand, filed a complaint against her ex-husband on grounds of defamation, claiming that he is lying in order to get his hands on some of that money. The woman told police that it was actually that he broke up with her, and now he's only claiming it because she won the lottery.
Oh, great.
She insists all of her neighbors knew they split. So you got family on one side saying, no, I insist. You got neighbors on the other saying, I insist.
I don't know who to believe here.
After going viral, the case is being investigated by police and other authorities to determine whether the lawsuit is justified. This is what I'd say to her if I were advising her. Even if she's telling the truth, that he did break it off. If that break off was, I don't know, the last 6 months, he still probably has a good argument that you can't prove either way. I wouldn't split it with him. Let's say they won $12 million. She's going to get 7 of that. I'd give him $2 million to say shut up and go away. You have 5. You're kind of hedging your bet. You still won. You're not going to lose half of it. There's a good shot you're going to have to give up some anyway. I'd probably settle and give him $2 million.
I would take it. I would take the $2 million.
If you and I are married?
Yep. Yeah. I would take it. Hey, man, have a good life with your new boyfriend.
And then you avoid all the legal fees and...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it's tax-free.
Amy jumps right in when... and then...
Okay.
It's expensive.
Yeah, I hear you.
Lawyers.
But yeah, that's... I don't believe the dude anymore.
No, I believe him.
No, at first, because the headline is that she married someone else. But if they were common law married, dudes are just liars and slimy.
But the way she ran off and married another dude real quick.
But ran
real
off.
quick.
But no, we don't know that. That's his version of this. Again, there are always 3 versions of every story. His side, her side, and the real side.
You know who knows the real story? The daughters.
No, maybe not even, though.
No, they don't know.
I bet depends how old they are. If they're like 11,
Well, true.
11 or older, they know a little more of the real stuff. Dang. That's a reality show. We need to follow that. That's good. So there's this show called Last of Us, and basically it's like a fungus, and it takes over, and eventually the fungus turns us into zombies. It's an amazing show. It's my favorite show of the last year.
Zombies that look like fungus.
And they have out of the throat too. It's like,
oh, really?
So anyway, there's a deadly fungal infection spreading at an alarming rate.
No.
Nothing to see here.
Oh, this is real life now?
This is from the CDC, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
A drug-resistant, potentially deadly fungus has been spreading rapidly through U.S. healthcare facilities. This is not China. This is not Singapore or Mexico. It's right here. The fungus, a type of yeast called Candida auris, can cause severe illness in people with weakened immune systems. The number of people diagnosed with infections, as well as the number of those who are found through screening, has been rising at an alarming rate. That's from NBC News.
Oh my gosh, this is basically that show.
It is that show. That's what it's based on. True story.
And then somebody can fix this, but you got to get them across the land?
Sort of. So the whole show is there's a girl, and I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay.
There's a girl, and she was bit by a zombie.
Oh.
But mostly when you get bit by a zombie, you turn into one.
Yeah.
But for some reason, even though she was bit, and you can see she's bit, she never turned. And so they're trying to figure out what's in her that's different than everybody else, but they got to get her to some clinics, wherever they are. So that's what's up.
Okay.
And I think I'm the one you need to get me to a clinic.
You're the one that anti-fungus?
I think so. Save me at all costs. I'm just going to lie about it so you guys save me. Save me at all costs. It's also Eddie's birthday today.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a very expensive time for me. just March in general. Between Amy's birthday and Eddie's birthday, and
Yeah.
got other birthdays coming up. It's a very expensive time for me.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm making this about me for a second.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm just kidding. Happy birthday, Eddie. So
Thank
what's
you.
happening today?
I'm 44 years old today. Oh, man, I woke up, my back was hurting. I just kind of felt old, you know? Like, I don't know.
But didn't you feel that yesterday, too?
I did. But it's more it's my birthday. I feel it.
What will you guys do for your birthday?
Not much. You know, I'm going to work. We're going to work out today. It's a normal day. Then probably go out to eat with the family.
And cancel out the workout?
Well, probably. No, I'm going to eat semi-healthy. So when I was a kid and it was our birthday, we would go to hibachi. You know, and that was our thing. So I told my wife, let's do hibachi.
Who just went to hibachi for the first time ever?
Ray.
Yeah!
Ray came in like a 7-year-old.
You got to do it, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I like felt his excitement again from the first time. I think I went with like our youth group at church. We didn't have hibachi near us. We drove to Little Rock. Mountain Pine Baptist drove to Little Rock. We all got in a van.
That's big time.
Yeah, and I remember that excitement. Like, I can't believe he's lit that on fire. He built a tunnel with onions. He flipped a shrimp into the hat.
I'm telling you, today I'm going to catch that shrimp with my mouth.
Ray, what'd you think about it?
I mean, I went to Ninky. It was right next to me, and I don't know if they tried to do big stuff with the fire, but I thought a couple times they're going to light the place on fire.
Because it went whoosh.
Yeah.
Did you clap? Did you clap for him?
All the time,
Yeah.
yeah. And then there was a birthday behind us. They seemed to be having more fun. They had bigger flames. They had more shrimps flying in the air, eggs dropping onto the plate.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why are you comparing? Comparison's thief of joy, bro.
Right, but it was just me and my wife just chilling there, and ours seemed a little bit more low-key than theirs. They had stuff all over the place.
Oh, yeah. So Eddie needs to for sure say, it's my birthday.
It's my birthday. That way I get all that stuff.
Yeah.
I want bigger fire, more eggs.
You're 44.
Yeah, still though, dude.
You just need a little fire and only a couple eggs because your cholesterol can be high.
That's true.
You know? Well, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Amy, we talked about your birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah, just
You know
making
what?
sure everybody feels the love.
My
Yeah,
birthday
we
was
feel
last
it.
Saturday. And then, yes, we have our birthdays, but yours is in like 2
Oh
weeks.
my gosh. And it's impossible to buy stuff for you.
Why I'm looking forward to it is I've been on this Jesus diet, Whole
Yeah.
30, which I can only eat things that he could eat back in the day.
The Lord did.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, except bread, no Ezekiel bread. Can't eat bread.
Even
No
though
Ezekiel
even though
bread?
Jesus made that.
Not even? Wow.
So I'm happy about that because I get to eat sugar again. And they say just after you do this diet, which I've been eating more food than I would eat normally and I haven't even lost any weight. So diet's a weird word to say, but it's just a new way of eating. So my digestion, we kind of figure out what's wrong with it. They say don't go right back to eating sugar or don't go like slowly wade yourself back into the water. I'm eating a full cake.
The whole thing?
Yeah. I'm going in.
What is your favorite flavor?
Cake.
You like
Sugar?
do you like
Cheesecake.
cheesecake? Cheesecake.
I like cheesecake.
right, yeah.
I don't like peanut butter. I hate peanut butter.
Right.
Other than peanut butter or onion or lima bean.
Well, we wouldn't put onion in your cake.
Wouldn't put lima bean either.
Well, you never know with you guys. Yeah. Let's play Parker McCollum, Handle on You, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hit us up if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. Thank you guys. very famous song, and someone claims that the very famous song was stolen.
Uh-oh.
Here's what I want to do. Ray, give me the clip of not the famous version. Give me a clip of the version that they're going, all right, this song was stolen, and I can prove it. Here you go.
Gonna be a rock star someday. Gonna ride the tour bus.
Think about that. Coming up in a second. See, you can probably name it, right? Maybe. Turn it up again.
Live life in the fast lane.
Okay. Can you name the
weird.
song? This is not the famous one. This is the one that's suing. So the whole lawsuit happened. They have a verdict. I want to see if you think that this song deserves a bunch of money. Okay? All right, back next. There was a copyright infringement case where this guy's like, hey, I have this song, and I feel like this song was ripped off. And the song that ripped me off was a massive song, and it made a lot of money, and I want some of that money. So I want to play you guys. Here is Snowblind Revival, and the song is called Rockstar. Ray, would you hit me with that clip?
Gonna be a rock star someday. Gonna ride the tour bus because I don't like jetting planes. Gonna make lots of money, live life in the fast lane.
Okay, what song do you think that is?
Rockstar,
Yeah.
Nickelback.
Oh.
What'd you think?
Gotta have faith.
I heard that too.
Yeah, but that's
guitar.
too.
That's from the 80s.
Yeah, that's not too.
But
old.
I didn't know how. I don't know how old this song is.
It's
Like,
not.
I-
It's not younger than Faith.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would think this is listening to the recording. It's not that old.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't know when Faith
Do
came
Faith,
out.
though.
Gotta have faith, faith, faith. Like the beat at the beginning. Well, I don't even know if you call it the beat rhythm.
Yeah, the
whatever.
rhythm of the guitar.
It's the guitar. But
Whatever,
I'm
at the
shocked.
beginning, it sounds like Faith.
Play it again.
Gonna be a rock star someday.
Gotta have faith. faith. I mean,
Gonna
that's where it's
ride
at. I mean, it sounds
Okay.
like it.
Hey, we all hear things differently.
You're not here.
I initially thought Faith,
I
but I
heard
was
it.
like, it's not that old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say Nickelback Rockstar.
Yeah.
You say Faith,
by-
George
I-
Michael,
Sure. Don't
Okay.
know who it's by.
Limp Bizkit.
I knew that one.
And you say,
Those are the two I have, but I go with Rockstar based on the title.
so he sued Nickelback.
Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop.
So the question is, do you think he won? Now, I'm going to play a little more of this song here. Nickelback, Rockstar, go ahead.
Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just
Here is Snowblind Revival, Rockstar.
Gonna be a rock star someday.
Not even close.
Gonna ride the tour bus because I don't like jetting planes. Gonna make lots of money, live life in the fast lane.
So in the suit, substantial portions of his song, this is what he alleged, were stolen, including tempo, song form, melodic structure, harmonic structure, and lyrical themes.
Okay.
Now, still, do you feel like that song was stolen?
No.
None. Do you think he gets any money at all? Because he could also just be added as a writer on the song. There are different things that can happen here. Any money go to Snowblind Revival? No.
No, zero chance. No money.
No, and if he does get money, then I want George Michael to sue him for Faith.
What?
But he didn't make any money.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, no, he
Good
got nothing.
try.
He got nothing. The judge is like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you're
Judge
dumb.
like,
Stop that.
yeah. What's up, Ray?
So they both had a sports reference in the song, which is also in the suit.
What was the sports reference?
And the one it mentioned the Cowboys, and the other one it mentioned a baseball stadium or something.
Yeah, that's really stretching.
Weird. Yeah, man.
And that's the first time I've ever heard the line in the Rockstar one. What is it?
Because we all just want to be
Where-
big
yes,
rock stars.
And he says, "We'll stay skinny because we just won't eat."
Yeah.
Right? Why
because
is
they're
that a
partying.
They're
line?
rock
They're
stars,
probably
man.
doing like cocaine. And
Yeah.
they're not
Oh.
Stay up
hungry.
all night, Amy.
Yeah, dang.
Okay. I
Just go,
understood
they
that.
just go hard.
Have you ever been a rock star?
You ever been to
before?
Raging Idiots concerts?
Yeah, that's how we do
We go to
it.
bed immediately after the show. We need our rest. Ray, play the sports clips. Play the one from Snowblind Revival.
Might buy the Cowboys, and that's how I spend my Sundays.
Okay, play the other one.
in a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king size tub big enough for 10.
No.
No, guys,
Totally
stop
different.
it.
They just mentioned sports.
It's so dumb.
Listen, if I were the guy that wrote this song, Rockstar, and it had I'd probably think they heard it and stole it too.
You'd give it a shot? You would try to sue?
I'd probably DM him.
It's a little DM for a
Hey,
little
man,
cash.
50 grand, I'll shut up.
I mean, y'all have had this. Speaking of Raging Idiots, y'all have had this controversy before. Mm-hmm. Where
We did a song called
It
Can't Say That in
happens.
a Country Song.
Yeah.
And then like Toby Keith and
I don't want to relive this.
I
man.
know. And they put out
It's a
something very
nightmare.
similar. And I thought we were going to have to get into a bar brawl.
Yep.
But then
Wait.
since I thought that, I didn't want to. So I just gave up. It's like, we're not suing. We don't get beat up. What?
But nobody heard anything, right? It was just coincidence.
Agree.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
People have, it's like joke stealing. And there's a reason if I'm going to go and start trying to write new stuff that I don't watch anything because I don't want to even accidentally have something subconsciously that I remember and go, that's a great joke. And then I don't try to save it, but then I think about the topic and I'm like, oh, you know what would be funny? Or sometimes like-minded people think like-minded things and write like-minded jokes or stories or songs as well. So good for this judge. No money. No money for that.
Yeah, that's good.
Although I'm a fan. Snowblind Revival.
Snowblind Revival.
Not bad.
Hey, they still touring?
Doesn't sound like he has much of a production budget.
Gonna be a rock star someday.
I don't hate it though.
Gonna ride the tour bus because I don't like jetting planes. Gonna make lots of money. Live life in the fast lane.
That's kind of a jam.
Wow.
I mean, his voice is kind of raspy, too.
I like the.
Hey, money!
And hey, that Snowblind, it has 98,000 views on YouTube and 107 likes.
Is it one or is it a band?
Looks like a band from that picture.
Looks
that
like a
popped up.
band.
What
Yeah.
year? What decade? 2000s?
They turned off comments now. Yeah, I think it's like
Are all the Nickelback fans coming over to beat him up?
probably 2018 is when they put that. October 4th, 2018, they put that video up.
Gonna be a rock star.
Oh, and they put up a video. Lawyer up, Nickelback.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, they're fighting now.
Hey, even that it didn't work, we're talking about them on a national show. Where do they live? I'd bring them in.
Oh, that'd be
No
I'd
awesome.
bring
way.
them in to play.
Are you serious?
Where do they live?
Let me find them.
Just DM them.
Record label is Snowblind Revival.
So they have their
them.
own record label because no
Nice.
one will sign them. Yeah, go ahead.
Where are you guys from?
Wait, so what would you tell Chad?
Type in where is Snowblind Revival from, and then it'll say who is Snowblind Revival.
It doesn't even say.
Nothing. What'd you say?
I said,
What'd you-
where are you guys from? And it says nothing.
Like, what would you tell Chad if you had them up here?
Chad who?
Nickelback?
Kroger.
Why would I tell him something?
I don't know. We just had him up here.
But Chad was up here.
Well, I know he's probably annoyed. Like, you're going to have somebody up here that just caused me a lawsuit.
Yeah, sure am. It's funny. What do you mean to do?
That's what I'm going to do.
I'm not their cousin.
Like, just because we had Chad here, we're not allowed to have these people
Yeah,
in here?
screw
Is that how
that.
the world works?
He's been a Nickelback his whole life.
That's
and
right.
I forget,
Right.
what's the right way? Kruger.
Yeah, Chad Kruger. Okay, thank you guys. That was. By the way, speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, Eddie got a candle from Amy for his birthday.
I love it. It's called a Smells Like a Cowboy's Wind candle. And it smells
Don't get to
actually
smell
good.
that very often.
Okay, I've already made that joke.
Snowblind Revival is a rock group from Texas. Well, if you guys are listening, we'd like to have you on the show to do your hit Rockstar and let us be the judge of that.
Dude's taking his kids to school right now. Wait a second.
All right, we'll come back.